My name is Liz and I've had count 'em, 5 concussions. Now, how do these concussions happen? Great question. 20, I think, subscribers. Thank you so much. I'm really happy you're here. I'd like to say that these concussions happened because I was really cool and getting into, cool bar fights, as one of you asked if I was. Unfortunately, I'm not that cool, although I've gotten into 2 fights in my lifetime. And the 2 fights I have been in, not to brag or anything, with these giant guns here, but I did win. So how did these 5 concussions happen to me during my lifetime? I apologize if you hear my cat Pico. She is currently using her scratching post. And I can't stop a girl from having fun. That would be rude. Concussion number 1, my arm just popped. Picture this. It's 2007 and I was 7 years old, and so was all of us, because everybody is the same age as I am until they tell me otherwise. I was born in 2000. Super great. Little 7-year-old me was super excited to finally get this outfit that made me match my American Girl doll. Now, I wasn't much of a doll girl growing up. My Barbies, I popped their heads off, which really was not great for my mom, who gave me her old Barbies when she was a kid. She was really disappointed in that, but I just thought it was fun to make them go. It was a good time. POV, me with my mom's Barbies. I'm so sorry not to. First concussion though. I'm in 1st grade, and in 1st grade you got to choose somebody to hand out napkins and stuff when you were having your birthday that day. And me, being a little weirdo that I was super excited because somebody picked me to hand out napkins, and I am wearing my amazing American Girl doll matching outfit. Now, these pants were a little bit too big on me, and if you can guess where this is going, good on you. But we kind of rolled them up a little bit so I could still walk in them and, be a kid. But I was told I was gonna grow into them. I'm gonna show a picture here if I can find the picture of me in this outfit. And I was really cute, and don't talk about my hair. I didn't know how to do my hair until this year. Thank you very much. But I was super excited that somebody finally chose me to hand out napkins for their birthday party in our classroom. And in my excitement, I was running inside, which is when I used to work at a daycare. I used to tell the kids, don't run inside or you'll end up like me. A concussion and bad memory. Bars! Look at me. But I was running inside, slipped on my pants because they were way too long for me. Even though they were rolled, they kept coming unrolled, and I was 7 years old and I didn't know I had to roll them twice to keep them up more. And also I didn't want to look like a nerd. And I slipped on my pants, fell completely backwards, and bonked my head. And all I can really recall from that time is looking up at the ceiling and having people run over to me being like, "Are you good?" I was not. But I went down to the nurse, and the nurse was like, "Here's some ice. I don't know, a Band-Aid too if you need it." And they sent me back to class. I'm sitting there like zonked out. And they send me home on the bus. The second I get off the bus though, I just vom all over the front yard. And my mom immediately was like, something's not right there. So she took me to the children's hospital, and they were immediately like, yeah, she has a concussion. Why did they send her home like nothing? This is my first bad experiences with nurses. My grandma's a nurse, so I'm just kidding, I love my grandma. The second concussion, I actually asked my mom because I simply do not remember it at all. Honestly, it probably just happened because I bonked my head on the monkey bars or something, but I really don't have any memory of the second concussion whatsoever. But after this first concussion, I got a disorder called post-concussion migraine disorder. In a sense, my headaches are equal to somebody without post-concussion migraine syndrome's headaches. And my migraines are basically death for me. I can't move, I can't do anything. And of course, migraines for everybody is you can't move, you can't do anything. But I literally would prefer the grave than getting a migraine. Concussion number 3. At this point in time, I'm probably 12 years old. My little brother and I were in the basement. My mom was upstairs with some of her friends, and this basement had a concrete floor. Again, if you're smart, you can kind of see where this is going. My little brother and I, my little brother is 6'5", so it's a little hard to call him my little brother when he's a giant. There's a bug on the wall. I got the bug. Anyways, my little brother and I, we are in the basement, and I'm probably 12 years old. He's 2 years younger than me. And we were trying to play Mario and Luigi. I'm the older sibling, so I said, I'm player number 1, and so I'm Mario. And he was really mad because he really wanted to be Mario and not Luigi. And Luigi's also the better brother, so I don't know what he was mad about. But I was really adamant, I'm player number 1, and also he sucked at Mario and Luigi. I will stand on this till the day I die. He was bad at it. So we get into an argument, as kids do, and I am on an office wheelie chair in this basement, and him being my younger brother got a little mad that he couldn't be player number 1, and he pushed me. My arm just popped again. He pushed me, and the wheelie chair went, and I ended up hitting my head on the table and slightly concrete. I had a really bad concussion, but at the time of where we were, I couldn't go to a hospital or get it checked up or anything because we were out of state and we were on vacation, and that was not the time. I was definitely suffering though. I was having a very bad migraine and couldn't do much and was not enjoying my time on vacation. Concussion number 4. 2015 though, I was in a singing school, and I was on my way to a lesson, and I was kind of warming up in the car. My mom and I were driving. I didn't have my license at the time because I was 15, and Hello by Adele was playing in the car. Now this song I was singing, but during the section of the song, right as it said, "Hello from the other side," and I and my mom got rear-ended. We were at a complete stop, so let me tell you, it was a really loud noise, and this 17-year-old girl was going 50 and a 35, first of all, and again, we were at a complete stop because we were turning, and there wasn't a turning lane or anything, so we had to just stop, put on the blinker, and turn. We were at a complete stop. It wasn't like we were suddenly stopped either. And this 17-year-old girl, 1, didn't have a license on her, 2, stole her parents' car, and 3, it at this point in time was almost past 9 o'clock. And in New York, if you are under 18, I believe, you can't drive past 9 o'clock at night because it's against the law. So I've got 3 things wrong here. My mom's in my car. My mom's car, it wasn't mine. I'm gonna use not to. Start going. No, not to. Start going. And the back of our car ended up getting completely smushed. If I was in the back seat, I probably would have had a little bit more injuries to my body. But in this car accident though, on the impact, I ended up slamming my forehead on the dashboard. Luckily, someone from my high school actually was in the vicinity and called 911 for my mom and I, because my mom did the signature mom move and I still went even doing that kind of hurt my head, and I don't know why I did that. So I'm not going to do that again. But I ended up, again, smacking my head on the dashboard, you know, getting a nice little shiner right here. But I think during that initial smack in the forehead, I ended up getting nerve damage. This nerve damage ended up making me partially deaf in my left ear. And I got a nice little tattoo to remind my mom which ear I can hear out of. Let's see if we can get it in the frame best we can. I hope that's in there. But I'm partially deaf in my left ear, and for some reason my mom, who was there during the car accident, still forgets which ear I can hear out of. It's not the left one, I'll tell you that. It basically feels, if you took your hand and kind of cupped it over your ear, that's basically what I hear out of my left ear all the time. And it can get pretty frustrating, especially since I'm a singer, I'm an actor, and I have to listen for music, I have to listen for other people coming in, and I'm already pretty delayed because I have central audio processing disorder. And because of this, I'm already slightly delayed when it comes to things, and now I can't hear when people are trying to talk and sing to me. It can get really awkward when people are trying to whisper in my ear and I have to go, huh? Huh? But I did just recently get that tattoo behind my ear as a reminder to my mom, but also so I can go, read the sign! It's a good time. Concussion number 5. Count 'em. 5. This concussion happened in 2021. I was 21, because again, we were all born in 2000, and we all were 21 in 2021. And I just recently had turned 21, and on top of that, I just had gotten my license to drive. Which is a story for another time, why it took me a little bit longer to get my license. Mainly because I am still a little afraid of driving. It gives me a lot of anxiety. Not that I'm a bad driver, I just don't like it, and I would prefer not to. I just don't like it. But also at the same time, I like being in control, so it's a weird situation. Anyways, I'm coming back from lunch from my new job that I had, and it wasn't that I was late, but it wasn't that I was gonna be early. So I'm stopped trying to turn left, and there's traffic coming towards me a bit, but there was enough time where I was able to turn left. Although my anxiety got the best of me, and I saw this truck coming towards me a bit, and I thought that if I didn't go now, I wasn't gonna be able to go, and then I might be late. It was a whole ball rolling. But I was like, okay, there's definitely enough time. I can turn left. I'm in my mom's green Kia Soul. She named it Kermit. And as I'm turning left, I should get my glasses actually. I am wearing these exact glasses, which is a little weird right now because I have my contacts in and it's a little bit too much glare. But I'm wearing these glasses, obviously up on my face, but again, it's making me a little dizzy if I wear them properly. And I'm turning left. I have my foot on the brake, I thought. But as I'm turning left, I sneezed. And when I sneeze, I tend to put my hand up like this. And as I'm turning and sneezing, I accidentally hit the gas instead of the brake, and I end up hitting a parked car at a dealership, which I don't remember hitting, but as I'm hitting it, I'm smacking my face like this, kind of like this, and also hitting my head on the dashboard. I'm taking these off now because once I did that, the glasses actually did fall off of my face. I thought I just hit a pole because that's where I stopped the car, and I put the car in park. I turn off Hotel California that was playing, and it was towards the end of the song where it was, you can check out any time you like, but you can never leave, sneeze. So I can't really listen to that song or Hello by Adele while driving because it gives a little bit of some flashbacks that I don't necessarily like. But as I turn off the song, I go, fuck! Put my car in park, and I sit there for a second. Because again, I don't remember hitting the parked car at the dealership. I just thought I might have hit a pole that I ended up, you know, kind of parking in front of. But then I see a bunch of people running over to my car going, you okay, you okay? Very grateful for these people because I was not. I was very confused, very dizzy. Again, thought I just kind of whacked myself while sneezing and maybe hit a pole in my mom's green Kia Soul. Turns out I took off the entire front part of the car. Rest in peace, Kermit. You were a great little green Kia Soul. And now I see TikToks all the time about people making fun of green Kia Souls. But I ended up, my first call after was calling my boss saying, I'm gonna be late. And she was like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm literally right down the road, but I got into a car accident. She ended up coming and making sure I was okay. She arrived before my mom did, which was a little awkward. But asthma. But I'm calling my mom. I'm getting no response from her. I call my brother and he responds instantly. Like 2 rings, answers. Usually when I call my brother, usually he understands that something is wrong. I'm at this point crying. Police has been called. Ambulance is starting to get on their way. I keep going, I can't go anywhere. I don't know what I'm doing. My mom isn't here. This is her car. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. My mom finally arrives after my older brother actually got a hold of her. Ladies and gentlemen, Pico.
Everybody say hello to Pico. She's a little camera shy now that she knows the camera's on her. But she's just a baby. You are just a baby. Okay, be free.
She's just a baby. Anyways, my mom and my brother arrive, and so does the ambulance. I start having a panic attack because, as I said in my previous video, I have pretty severe anxiety. And seeing that I crashed my mom's car and also was in a lot of pain, started having a pretty severe panic attack, and I had to get sent to the hospital. My hospital visit was not a fun one. It was peak COVID time, so they didn't let my mom come back with me. I also was in a stretcher where they had the pressure thing around my arm, which I'm forgetting the name of at the moment. And because I was having a panic attack, it was squeezing my arm constantly so tight that was making my panic attack worse. I'm already very anxious in hospitals. If I cannot be at a hospital, I prefer to. The whole environment just gives me anxiety, and it's something that I would like to work on with myself, but I also don't want to be going to hospitals pretty frequently. So whatever I can do to not go to a hospital is fine by me. But at the hospital, I'm in a stretcher, literally strapped to it. The EMTs, beautiful people. They were so nice to me. They tried their best to calm me down, make sure I was okay. But we get to the lobby of the hospital and they were doing a blessing in the lobby. So they couldn't let me go through. They already had a room ready for me and everything. Luckily it was, I think, hopefully a slow day. And I was waiting in the lobby, full panic attack, hyperventilating with a mask on, mind you. So I'm literally hyperventilating, breathing in this mask. Literally it's going in me. That was not a good motion. It's literally going like on me, back and forth, like I'm suffocating on it, but I needed to wear it because COVID. And I'm asking for my mom. I finally get to a room. Again, asking for my mom. They say no because of COVID, which I understand. This first nurse comes in, again, full panic attack, not really aware of my surroundings or anything because I'm mainly just worried about me crashing my mom's car. Only thing on my mind. I'm hyperventilating, not breathing, literally having snot, tears, the whole 9 yards. My glasses are broken. And this nurse comes in and she goes, "You done?" Again, full panic attack. I understand nurses go through a lot of things and a panic attack is probably not their top priority or anything. I completely get that. But just a little bit of empathy would have been a little nice. And I go, "I'm having a panic attack. I'm somehow able to spew this out. Can I have my mom?" All I was asking for was my mom. 21-year-old. Needed my mom. Love her. Wonderful woman. They say no. And she goes, "Will you be done in like 5 minutes? If I give you 5 minutes or so?" And I'm like, "No." I don't know how that didn't snap me out of my panic attack right then and there. I was so floored that she would ask if I'd be done with my panic attack in the next 5 minutes, like I can schedule it. That was a little... okay. She ends up coming back with a much nicer nurse and also 3 other nurses who just kind of sit and watch me have a panic attack while this very nice nurse ended up, taking care of me, giving me some things to calm down, and calmly telling me that my mom can't come in because of COVID regulations. Again, helping me calm down and being all right. Then a doctor comes in and the only thing that she can ask me is if I crashed my car on purpose because I wanted to. That was not my intention. I sneezed. She asked me that question 3 more times and I kept having to go, "I sneezed." When I got home though, I was told that I did end up getting a ticket for improper left turn and I had to go to a court session for it, which was not great after having to be in the hospital with a panic attack and everything, learning that I also had a ticket that I had to pay for. Also the dealership, I didn't have to pay for that parked car that I hit, but the dealer guy came right up to my mom after I left in the ambulance and was like, "So, looks like you're in the making for a new car." And she was like, "Not the time. Maybe later. Not the time right now." I end up going to the court session and I'm seeing a lot of other people there. It was, again, very nerve-wracking, but I'm in my funeral outfit, which is my best dress. And it's finally my turn. I get up to the judge. He goes, "Okay, you got a proper left turn. What do you say in your defense?" I don't remember it too much, but I remember getting up and going, "I sneezed. And I crashed the car." And the judge laughed at me. But then he reduced it to just a parking ticket, which was pretty nice, but it was still, money that I didn't necessarily have or have now. But it was better than having points taken off my license, which was nice. No, I don't really listen to Hello by Adele anymore, nor do I really listen to Hotel California in the car. When I'm not in the car, those songs are great. At the moment, I will not listen to them when I'm driving. And that's the story of my 5, count them, 5 concussions. My brain hurts, my memory's bad, and all I can do to help it is to, take a nap sometimes. Ibuprofen has stopped working for me. And hey, if you stuck around this whole time, thanks. I appreciate you. Okay, bye.